What's going on, guys? Bethesda Games here, more Fallout 3 and A Tale of Two Wastelands. And last episode when we left off, we were making our way through the main story of the game and we were playing through the quest, The Waters of Life. And at the end of that episode, it was quite an exciting ending where the Enclave have now infiltrated the facility and taken it from our father and the rest of the Project Purity scientists. So it's quite an iconic moment in the story and quite an important part of the game as well. And at the end of last episode, we did also pick up Colonel Autumn's sidearm, but there was a slight issue with the model. It wasn't showing the correct model from a weapon mod 10mm and friends, but I did get that fixed. It seemed to be a problem with the another weaponry texture project mod. I have messaged that mod author. I'll put it up on the mod page, just informing the issue. It might be a problem with my load order, it might be a problem with the mod itself, so hopefully that gets fixed and we'll figure it out at the end. But I recommend going back and watching last episode to see that sort of iconic event and also see how we managed to get hold of this weapon here. But now we're just going to follow Dr. Lee and make our way out of the facility with the other scientists as the Enclave has sort of taken it over and don't really care if they hurt anyone while they do it.
We need to escape while we can. Don't wander off, we're going to need you.
Dr. Lee showing the wonderful parts of her personality here.
You heard me, we need you right now. You're the only one here with any amount of combat experience. We've got the Enclave behind us and who knows what ahead of us. If we're going to make it through here, we need your help. We need to stick together, but we need to move quickly. We'll follow behind you, all right? Let's get moving. Are you sure? I don't want to stay in one place for too long.
So I always prefer to leave them here because they are quite fragile. It's very easy for them to be taken out. And as you move down here, there's various different enemies that you need to be careful of. Quite a cool little detail is there is this broken ladder here that would normally act as an exit under sort of normal circumstances. Where it's broken, see, we can't use it, so that does mean we need to make our way all the way through the sewers, try and get everyone to safety. Play byport there as well. As we make our way through this area, plenty of enemies will spawn, and I would actually recommend putting on some stealth armor actually. And then if you've got a silenced weapon, I'd use that, but I am going to be showing off Colonel Autumn's pistol because of the awesome model it gets from the TTW and Friends mod. The main bit that you need to be careful of is this area here. There is this door. Progress through. But that is access through this terminal, and it is a very hard terminal, so you do need the scientists to open it for you. But in this room, there are Enclave enemies. They've obviously all got their power armor, which can make them quite tough. And after you take some of them, I think that door is scripted to open anyway. It's quite weird. And then it is also scripted that some come running through here, so you've got to be careful of that. And I think in part of the room there is a gas effect. You can see it there. So you also need to be careful about wandering into the room and setting off that. See if I can get these scientific guys back.
What is it?
I'm trying to keep you alive. Because I need you for the story.
We'll be right...
Be a bit nicer.
Scanning, sir.
So similarly to every other Fallout 3 NPC, you do need to babysit them a little bit. It's quite likely that they don't do too well. And this should hopefully cause these other enemies to spawn. There is a Chinese Spec Ops training manual with a Chinese pistol, a bit random. And the Chinese assault rifle.
Possible target in vicinity.
So you might have noticed that person there did have
I have positive ID.
like the sort of basic Tesla armor. Which is the model that it would have in Fallout New Vegas. And it does have damage resistance, unlike the advanced. Damage threshold is the same, but then the specials and stats aren't as good. The bonus effects. And then you can obviously flip up there or whatever if you want to loot the other Enclave soldiers.
We need to escape while we can.
But here we need to be very careful because there are some feral ghouls and they've got quite a big aggro range.
I'm unarmed, don't shoot.
That's how we do things in the US Army.
So if you're unlucky, they will sort of come through and attack the scientists as soon as that door opens. And bats can be quite handy here to take them out as soon as possible. Try and get them to come around the corner. Gotta love the janky, mysterious stranger camera angles and the camera freeze as well. I think that's all of them. Make sure to come in here to get some resources. But do be careful of that radiation. Always tends to be nothing in that footlocker as well. A bit strange for it to be planted there. Would have been quite a cool place to put a unique item, I think. And then as we come out here, there's this little scripted event. Gaza hurries up.
What is it?
Dr. Lee.
We can't go any further. We need to stop. Garza has a heart condition. He needs medicine or he may not make it. I'm not moving until he gets the medicine he needs. I don't have sufficient medical supplies with me, or else this wouldn't be a problem. If you have any stim packs, I would ask that you hand them over.
So you do have this speech check here, but we're not going to do that because it's not great. But if you have some stim packs, it'll be enough to let Gaza keep up with you guys.
Yes, this looks to be enough. He'll need medical attention once we've reached the Citadel, but this will get him there. Thank you. Give me a moment and we can continue.
Yes?
Gaza, here. This will help you to feel better. Once we reach the Citadel, you'll be fine.
Thank you, Doctor. I'm feeling better already. Let us continue and not waste more time here.
Oh, if you're up to it, we'll continue.
Quite funny how slow he likes to talk. Considering he's going on about not wasting any time. Up here we need to be careful. Above us there are some Enclave troopers, and always tend to be a little bit tough to take out, I find. Seems like we did alright. Get rid of them. And up here there is an eyebot helmet. I'm not sure if it is unique. And we did pick up Crow's eyebot helmet. It's something to note. We did pick up a plasma cast here, which is pretty cool. Pretty decent condition as well. And there was that mod. Increases its rate of fire.
I'm unarmed, don't shoot.
That's so close.
Loving the accuracy. Obviously we haven't got the weapon skill to use it properly. It's a very powerful weapon. Some more sort of miscellaneous loot as we make our way up here.
Scanning, sir.
I'm unarmed, don't shoot.
Can't see anything. One potential downside of using Eve.
Stay in the U.S. Army.
There's no code of quantum on this table here that you're not going to want to miss.
Sir, searching for targets.
Then when you go up here, you do run into the Brotherhood of Steel that are friendly. There is also this locked door here, but we're not going to worry about opening that just yet. And a lot of the time, this guy should sort of be like behind these doors. I don't quite know what he's doing wandering out. And here's an area where you want to be very careful if you've got an explosive build or using any weapons with splash damage, just because you don't want to hit the Brotherhood of Steel or any of the scientists, because then there is a chance they can become hostile, because we are going to be attacked by a wave of ghouls, which is pretty cool. But you're just going to make it through here at first.
Hostile detected. Commencing attack.
Watch it!
Every day is a
Unarmed,
good
don't
day to
shoot.
die.
Well, between the turrets,
USA.
this guy and this guy with the flamer, they should be taken out relatively easily. As you can hear, there's definitely some more on their way.
Your world side is mine.
So we're going to go through that locked door, and we're just going to get rid of that corner message as well. But down here, there's always tends to be higher levels. Doors. Again, we do need to be careful of the scientists following us, basically, because they're not the best at having survival skills.
I'm unarmed, don't shoot. Not so close.
There always tends to be a Reaver down here, and this guy had power armor on due to a very cool feral ghoul variation mod that I'll have linked down in the description for you guys. But there is that safe down here, and just like normal, it's really disappointing looting it considering it is guarded by that Reaver. What a cool little section of the game. Again, it's sort of let down by that Bethesda jank. Means it hasn't always aged the best. And there is this stuff here, and some of it you can take. Some of it is just sort of static objects, it seems. But normally this isn't here. This is here because of our Citadel overhaul mod. Again, will be linked down in the description below. Very, very cool. Almost a must-have mod. Bit annoying that some of them are more sort of static objects, or it's just the collisions messed up on them a little bit because of the collision mods we're using. Comes up here. Can't seem to take those. Set them up through there if you want it. But that does bring us out to the capital Wasteland, right in front of the Citadel.
I believe I can handle things from here.
So the Citadel will look very different, and we'll get to experience a little bit of that more, a little bit more of that now. And that will be because of our Citadel overhaul mod. Don't worry about Dr. Lee. She tends to get stuck on things even without any overhaul mods. Anyway, as you come out of the sewers there, but she does tend to find a way, or you can just nudge her over so she knows where she's going.
I am Dr. Madison Lee. I have people with me in need of shelter. You must allow us access at once.
I'm sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized civilians allowed inside the Citadel. You'll have to leave now.
Linus! I know you're in there. I know you can hear me. You open this goddamn door right now.
What is it? We'll be...
But yeah, overall the mod is really, really cool. It adds more guard positions, a lot more lights and things. Just makes it look a lot more sort of lived in. And you know, the lights are all sort of fully implemented. even without Lumen, I think you know, they're all sort of fully implemented properly, and obviously with Lumen they look a lot better. It would be quite cool if these had a bit of a glow to them, but it might be a little bit too much maybe. But yeah, we've already been around here and seen all this. Let's see if there's an overlord we can take down for 7 XP. I'm guessing this overlord got his tri-beam laser rifle knocked out of his hands. That's why he was sort of fleeing away. Again, looks really cool at night. You can see the lights on your character as well. Really, really cool. I do wonder though that if after we advance the story we'll be able to take these, you know, this stuff without it being considered stealing.
Good to see you.
But yeah, inside as well looks very, very cool. So we'll get to see that now as well. And that does complete the quest, the Waters of Life, and give us the quest picking up the trail. So for our perks, we're going to be picking up Piercing Bash, and this is a useful perk for our weapon bashing mods that I like using. And this is the reason why I picked up Living Anatomy. And the weapon bashing doesn't do the most amount of damage, especially with lighter weapons, because weapon weight does affect the damage. But this makes it so you ignore 50% of your target's damage threshold, which is very, very powerful. It means you can almost use weapon bashing as a sort of more viable form of combat. But we're also going to pick up Cowboy as well, and it's just because it does a massive 25% damage increase, and it affects quite a lot of weapons. You know, any sort of revolver, lever action firearm, dynamite, knife or hatchet. So it affects quite a lot of weapons, and this, along with another, I can't remember what it is, can make certain knife weapon, I can't remember which one it is, do like a ridiculous amount of damage. And now we're going to head out into the Citadel, see what it's all about.
Hail.
Madison, I'm surprised to see you here. What can I do for you?
Don't talk down to me, Lions. I had nowhere else to turn. You must help us. Project Purity has been overrun.
Yes, I'd heard reports of an incident there. What details can you give us?
The Enclave. They've attacked Project Purity. James is dead. There may be more, I don't know. You have to do something.
Then it's as we feared. Madison, I'm sorry this happened. I wish we could have done something.
Then do something now. They've taken over the Purifier. Lions, they cannot be permitted to have control over it. It's not right.
No. Calm down. You know as well as I do that the Purifier doesn't work. It's useless to them. Perhaps it's time to walk away.
That's not true. James, he found what's been missing. We know how to get it running.
Is that so? Does the Enclave know this?
No, I don't think... I don't know. I just don't know what's happening anymore.
All right, Madison, it'll be okay. Now, this is James's son, I presume? I can see the resemblance.
Yes. He knows what we need. Vault-Tec computer, something to locate equipment. Please help him.
Very well, we'll sort this all out.
I need to rest, lie down or something. This is just too much. Rothschild should help you, but don't forget that he's Brotherhood. I've never trusted them. Be careful what you tell them.
Hail.
So it's quite interesting. In Fallout 3, the Brotherhood are like much more the heroes in comparison to other Fallout games, and it's quite nice that in New Vegas they've returned to that trope of them not really being the good guys. We get to sort of see a different side of the Brotherhood in this game, and it's sort of the reason why the outcasts, the Brotherhood outcasts, are a thing in this game. But one thing that you are going to want to do when you get to the Citadel, you'll notice there is Sentinel Lions here, who we met as we made our way into the DC, capital DC Wastelands.
Elder on deck.
He's in the courtyard here. They're not here because it's night time. There should be...
Sir, I am on the lookout.
There he is. Paladin Gunny.
Initiate, you've got a lot of... I swear.
And if you haven't got power armor training, you can talk to this guy, and then you'll have to talk to Elder Lyons, who met Dr. Lee by the door. Find him and talk to him, and then you can come back to this guy and he can teach you how to wear power armor. We acquired power armor training by completing the Operation Anchorage DLC, because you pick it up for free by completing the VR training.
Hail.
And then you are also going to want to go down to the lab, which is where the main quest goes anyway. And again, this all looks very different. Because of our Citadel overhaul mod. Although my frame rate isn't enjoying it too much for whatever reason. Normally I don't get that issue. It's very, very different.
Hail.
Can't get the free power armor on the side as well. And a lot of the stuff down here is broken. Yeah, normally I don't get any frame rate issues with the mod. But if you come down here, there is the armory. It's the wrong door. There is the armory. Again, all looks very different. Force rifle there. I don't know if there's any way into these, but this is all new from the overhaul mod.
Well, we're going to have a problem.
Also improves the armory a bit.
Quartermaster Durga here, stranger. I have to say, I'm not sure what you're doing in my armory. We run a tight ship, and unless Elder Lion says so, we don't trade with outsiders. Quartermaster out.
Complex. With those vertibirds, they're able to
then
transport
similar
personnel
to
at a remarkable rate. Very well. For the update.
Paladin Gunny and getting power armor training. We're then going to have to speak to Elder Lions.
Finding your way about all right?
He tends to either be in the lab anyway, up in the courtyard, or in the, I think it's called the Solar, which is like his quarters in one of the rings, or he'll be in the sort of common room, you know, where they all have their sort of meetings.
The most we can do is carry on his spirit. Live as he would have. Make our world a better place.
He does stand out a little bit better because he does have the blue robes on, so that's what I always look out for.
This is not normally something that we do, trade with outsiders has proven to be problematic in the past. However, considering the circumstances, so be it. I'll send word to Durga that you have full access to trade. Talk to Scribe Jameson. She is our keeper of the scrolls. She will want to know what you have found.
Someone we'll meet later on.
She spends most of her time in the archives. You'll find them in A-Ring, near the Great Hall.
We'll bump into her as we carry on the main quest.
Hail.
Just need to remember her name. After talking to Elder Lions and going to the wrong door again,
is at your service.
we can trade
I
here.
received word from Elder Lyons. He says that you have permission to trade with us. Good for you.
And they should be a little bit of a higher level weapon vendor. So they got trial beam laser rifles, Yalgoi gauntlet, super sledge, some energy weapons, Gatling laser, arc welder. This is a DLC weapon, so we're not going to use that until we come across the DLC. And normally they have more caps as well, so not quite sure what's going on there. But you basically do exactly the same thing with the power armor trading. You go to Gunny and then have to talk to Elder Lions. There's one more person I'm looking for in here. And it's not the quest giver. On the next stage of the quest.
Ambulatory systems look good.
So yeah, in here there is Star Paladin Cross.
Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lions, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lions. And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now what may I do to help you?
So this is another character you can recruit as a companion as long as you have positive karma or good karma. And in TTW Wastelands they give you a perk that allows you to get a couple more benefits from wearing power armor, but it's not that great of a perk. She's armed with a little laser pistol and a super sledge, but in my experience she tends to stick with the laser pistol even if you tell her into moving close. And she's not as tanky as you'd expect considering she has got the power armor, but it is quite cool. You can ask her about your dad, and yeah, she's basically the person that escorted you, your dad, as when you're a child, to Vault 101. If you remember at the start of the game, Colin Moriarty, when we asked him about dad, did mention there was someone, I think they called them a tin can or something along those lines, and that was his character, Star Paladin Cross. Cool little detail there, nice little bit of world building, but we're not going to bother talking to her because that's basically as interesting as she is, other than the fact that she can be recruited as a companion. So looking at how long this episode has been, I'm going to wrap this episode up here and then carry on the main quest next episode. I'm getting really bad frame rates in here, which I have never had before, even with the overhaul mod, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and been enjoying the series so far. We'll get to explore more of the Citadel next episode, so make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on that and miss out on the rest of the series if you've been enjoying it. Also, any mods that I've mentioned throughout the video will be linked down in the description below so you guys can try them out for yourself. But thanks again for watching. Always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.